Well, alright then. One dramatic crash later, and we're back to this. So for YouTube, it'll be just a few moments, because I'm just going to split the video into 2 parts. No big deal! No big deal. No big deal for YouTube. Sorry for the wait for you guys, though, in the stream. So, okay, so one thing I wanted to wrap up. Just one last thing I wanted to check. Everything should be back to normal. Because we never saved, which is... Well, I didn't save for a reason. Let's just say that. But yeah, I think we should have the ability... There we go. I wanted to free cam. One last thing I wanted to free cam before all that happened was Pelipper Isle. Because it's kind of an interesting location. It's actually quite big. Also has some very interesting details. I never really noticed the giant mossy Pelipper in the middle. Wow. Like a whole world. Oh, that's okay. That guy actually goes really high up before it fades out. I should see what the exact warning was. I kind of don't remember. But, nothing in here, I assume. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, the backside of that graphic, because... Oh, that's kind of neat. So, like, there's this Pelipper statue. Check it. So there's, like, a thing behind it. You can't see the whole thing. Now you can. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I like those Pokemon. They're pretty good Pokemon in my book, too. So yeah, that's definitely a sign that I should not do any more model searching. Now, I will say, though, all this stuff is available online, technically. So if you wanted to, you could also check the models yourselves with a little work. Or you could ask them. Actually, I could link to the Reddit, and you could maybe, if you guys are super curious about the rest of the models, they probably have explored them. Probably without computer crashes. Their computers are probably a little stronger than mine. And could probably live through the crash. I don't know for a fact, but also what's down here? Water. Below it. Whoa! I wasn't expecting... Oh, that's... Oh, the other side of the sky texture. Look, there's a sky deep below us. What do you know? Who knew? What's that? Oh. Okay, that's a pretty cool zoom out right there. Alright. Yeah, I'm scared of this. Let's see what the warning says here. Warning, messes up stats. Oh, it does more than that. Oh, it does more than that. What's weird is that this part here you can't see below this area, but obviously there's a platform there that is completely textured and visible. Kind of odd. So, like I said, I backed up my save. So we have a backup in case I want to come back to the save. But, we're going to delete save. Oh, that makes our picture sad. Oh, I feel bad now. I don't really want to, but I have to. I have to do this. Run this test. Okay, but it's very important though, when I change the models, that I do not pick the ones... Where did I die? What was the one that killed me? Can you remember the ID number that killed me? Because that number and beyond, I need to avoid. Like the plague. So, we're gonna just do the personality test. Doesn't matter what we get, because we're gonna be something else. But, here, let's this will be entertaining. So, 981 was the killer one. Got it. So, this is the one time in the game that it requires you to touch the touchscreen. I just realized. Whoosh. So, what do you guys want me to be? All I'm gonna do is just check out the very first part of the game, just because there's a lot of cutscenes at the beginning. 401 is WAILORD. What we want WAILORD, and we want something else. But what else do we want? Do we want a dummy? Do we want a substitute? Do we want dark matter? No, not dark matter. He's not interesting. But do we want the dark matter voids? The gooey one. The gooey dark voidling. The voidling. Do we want a voidling, substitute, or dummy item? Do we want welling, substitute, or dummy for the other choice? Vote between that. Void Shadow might be a more interesting one because it does have a lot of animation. I don't remember Void Shadow's ID, but I know it's like... I know generally where to look for it. What did I get, by the way? I guess that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to be that forever, as you know. Now, I would love it if I could change the first cutscene in the game, but I can't do that. Because, unfortunately, I need to get access to the menu before I can make adjustments to the character model. So, they will have to stick with just... yeah. Oops. Like I said, we're not even going to save this, we're just going to see. I really hope this doesn't crash me again. I don't think it will. I'm not satisfied with these two, but, you know, I'll make something better. Dummy is bland. Void Shadow and Substitute. Void Shadow and WAILORD. Okay, we're going to probably do Void Shadow and WAILORD as a combination. Void Shadow is definitely... like something you guys want me to do, which is, I agree. Void Shadow should absolutely be part of this. Because he's very animated and drippy and weird. And also, I want to see what he fights like, since he's no type at all. So we'll make ourselves Void Shadow, and we'll make the partner WAILORD. I think that's going to be the most funny way of doing it. WAILORD would just block everything. Well, maybe. He's good. I want to see what he does from one cutscene. If he does end up just block everything, I could try a different choice. If you guys can remember the IDs for... yeah, so 401's WAILORD. And I don't remember where Void Shadow is. I just know I don't need... it's in the 900s, but I don't want to go... I think like 900 about. You guys can help me remember. Double WAILORD would probably block everything for sure, though. As much entertainment as that is, yeah. I don't remember Void Shadow either, but Void Shadow is next to, well, Void Shadow is also next to Dark Matter, and Dark Matter has multiple forms, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. It's a group that I should be able to find. Yeah, Deoxytox. Deoxys is okay. He's nice, I think. By the way, one thing. At the beginning of a long time ago, when I first started streaming this game, I was streaming the game in 1/3 the resolution quality, the normal resolution quality. I've actually upscaled it 3 times, so this is the first time we've seen this cutscene in this level of quality. Sorry I'm skipping all the dialogue. After all, we have played the whole game. 981? No, fuck you. Fuck you, no. Oh my god, Nuzleaf. Don't worry, I wasn't going to. I will not forget that number for a little while. Okay, so... fortunately, we're almost to gameplay, so... don't know if the game straight off... I think it walks me around for a little while, so I can't do anything just yet. Okay. Oops, hold on. There we go. Right, so partner's gonna be WAILORD. Oh no. Okay, wait, what? WAILORD was 401, so we'll do that right now. Obviously, we're not seeing an effect because our partner isn't with us right now, but... okay, so all I know is that it's somewhere around 900. Interesting. Okay, maybe I have to get out of the dungeon first. Maybe it doesn't work in dungeons. I feel like it does, but maybe it doesn't. So let's get to town first. And then I'll try it. I don't know. Oh, well, okay. On second thought, maybe it works between floors. Oh, okay. Well, what? Good work, I guess? Yeah, learn that, I guess. I think I might be stuck in WAILORD. Okay, I'm good. So now I'm a Helios. Yeah, if you guys can't remember the ID for Void Shadow, then I will do dummy for now, or something. If you guys can't remember, since it doesn't seem to. So I guess it adjusts. Actually, maybe it adjusts between floors. I guess. Fair enough. Just a check. Yeah, it adjusts between floors. So somebody remember the ID for dummy. And somebody remembered the ID for, I think... Does anybody else have any IDs remembered? Or is that it? I'll do dummy for now, since that's the one we have. It was up in the it was, yeah. It was in 900 something. 685 is a dummy dearly. I think I just selected 685. That will do for now, until we get until we can remember the Voidling. I don't know why WAILORD leveled. I really don't know why you know what? I want to point out one thing. So, in this whole dungeon, Nuzleaf is supposed to give you a tutorial. Will he give us a tutorial while he's a WAILORD? Or will he just... I think he just is letting us go now. I can't tell for sure. Also, I'm a Helios that can use fire. Well, this works out. We'll be saying much better now. Would you like to save? Let's just... No, I guess. Oh. Alright. What did I fall before? Oh my god, look! They're actually using the right avatars for Deerling, though. That's kind of odd. That's really crazy, because you're not supposed to be a Deerling at this point, so that's really odd that the avatars actually are correct. You're a human? Yes, you could tell, can't you? We... Also, it might be... Good! I don't know why I'm leveling. I'm literally not hitting things. This is fine, I'll take it. You think it's 921? I'll try it. I guess I can double kick things, that's fine. Whee! Slide. Okay, so you're thinking it's 921? Let's give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? We won't tell until we change floors, but you know. What? I pushed him down to level 5. What the hell? You got the hang of it. You can push Pokemon to lower their level. Good work. What? Hold on. The fuck? What happened there? I've never seen that before, lowering levels and stuff. Like, what? What? I pushed the levels right out of him. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's see if you remember correctly. You got me Xerneas. That's pretty close. I think he might be like one off from that. Oh, so he turned to WAILORD again. I love it. That might be the right one. No, I'm not too concerned. I don't feel like... Oh, I went down a level. Oh. Hey, stop being in my levels. How are you doing this? Alright, anyways. I guess I'm Xerneas for now. Not just Xerneas, but light bright up. Also, you're not supposed to have 2 gigantic Pokemon in a dungeon. I just realized. We're 2 gigantic Pokemon. You're not supposed to have those in the same dungeon. That could be an interesting thing. Yeah, he's following just fine. I mean, it's kind of hard to clip something when the stream crashes, but maybe. I mean, I guess we'll see what we get now. I changed it, so. And now I'm Yveltal. Is there anything after Yveltal? What's after Yveltal? Also, I'm okay with being pretty much anything. It probably makes anything interesting. I don't know how one would lower their level in this game. I've never seen... I mean, I feel like maybe there's something that you could debuff yourself with in other games, but I can't remember if this game actually had that. Alright, so... Oh, we're in different rooms, I just realized. Okay. Oh no. Zygarde is next? Right. How many forms does Zygarde have in this game? I like Yveltal looking confused. He's like flying all weird. $941? How did you... Are you... No, fuck you. Wait, hold on. Are you lying to me, or is that the one that kills me? No, wait, 981 was the one that killed me. I'm sorry, I thought you were trying to trick me like the other guy. But Matt, you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't trick me. How do you know it's 941 though? I'll take your word on it. You're not gonna kill me, right? Right? Right. Speaking of killing though, I'm fucking confused. And I can't aim. How did you look it up, I wonder? Oh my god, can I please fight? Oh, thank you. Quick, before he gets another chance to attack me. Thanks. I don't care, I have a reviver. Oh yeah, thanks. You're nowhere near me, but sure. Okay. Moving on. I guess I'll take these items just so I don't die before I get to the end. Yeah, you were right. I went down again. I'm actually quite weak and I need to stick with WAILORD to survive. Oh god. Don't leave me alone. Oh god, I got level. Wait, Void Shadows has an animation for leveling? Okay. Alright, thank you, WAILORD, for moving. Interesting. Void Shadows has an animation for leveling. Why? I guess there might be a case where you can level off of killing one of your friends or something in the fight you get with him. Maybe that's it. What do you mean my Pokemon didn't change? You not see me as a black sludge monster, or are you do you need to clean your glasses? But if you mean my stats, no, my stats are the same as when I was a Cynical, if that's what you mean. Doesn't necessarily mean I couldn't learn something, though. Who knows? Oh, WAILORD got confused. Problematic considering I'm kind of low health and all. Oh, you're defending. That's cute. You're defending from like somewhere you can't defend from normally. Okay, well he can't figure out how to catch up to me, so I'll just kick this Clammy out, I guess, or attempt to because I'm missing repeatedly. What I'm currently confused. So wait, experience curves. You gave me a point of something. There we go. Yeah, he's following me. It just occurred to me. Maybe it's experience curves that's somehow causing me to down level. Okay, there we go. We got out of this place. No, we're not saving because I don't trust the save right now in this situation. Alright, so... Whoa, what am I doing? I'm panting, apparently. That's apparently the panting animation. Also known as headbang! Just fucking, I don't look tired. I look like a fucking static here. Darn it. Gonna drag me into 5 mess. That's what void creatures do. Yeah, they do share code. It's like coded. Yeah. Oh, that's like a blank avatar, actually. What? What was that? The ground. No. Nope. Okay, okay. But thou must. Just happy music of Void Shadow. And so Void Shadow's heading up to Nuzleaf's village. Okay. That's good. I'm glad. Oh, I see, Rita. Oh, the name changes. I see what you're saying. The name instantly changes in a dungeon, but... Now, I do like how Nuzleaf keeps turning back and forth from a WAILORD as well. That's pretty great. Hello, Shinobi. Is this a hack? I guess it is. I guess you could call it that. This dialogue is so funny with Void Shadow in it. I'm kind of skipping through it, but... Also, stop lagging. Super Mystery Dungeon. Not exactly correct edition. But yeah, I would love to screw around with this a whole bunch, but since it is possible that my computer can literally crash, I don't know how much I should be messing with that. Meeting WAILORD! Chapter 2! Meeting WAILORD! Oh, we gotta see Chapter 2. Hold on. I reckon we're here. Let's meet WAILORD. So that proves that is working correctly. Probably. You should go to school, Void Shadow. All you know is Void Shadowy things. Gasp! Oh wow, I like there's a surprise graphic, but since there's no model for it, there's just a graphic without a character. Oh no. Oh, it's WAILORD, hi. Pink! Can't let my guard down, hello. Somehow I didn't see it. Sparkly. Oh no! Don't land on me, please. I knew it! A Void Shadow that's shy. I knew my eyes were playing tricks on me. Well, I mean, it was, could you back up, please? My way is WAILORD! Ah! Hi. That house right there. He's really filling up half the screen. Oh no! I'm being pushed! Being ridden by WAILORD. That's fine. What? Good. Can you please get off my head at some point? Oh my god. Yeah, tutorial, I get it. Stop talking, start doing. There you are, WAILORD. Oh no. You were trapped through the wall at Lotus Pond. He would cause a bit of an issue, wouldn't he? Ah, hippopotamus! Somewhere in the screen that we can't see, oh no! There you go. Child, yes, child. You have, I have not. I did eat him. Yeah, you ate everything, WAILORD. Oh boy, there he goes. That's pretty great. A skinny WAILORD combination. Oh, I could have. Looked around the plaza. Do I have to, like, interact with people? Okay. I don't know. Do I have to, like, do something in particular here, or... Oh, there we go. That's what I need to do. Can you imagine if the tool allowed me to change IDs of all Pokemon in the game? I could just shuffle all the... A randomizer that randomizes all the Pokemon in the game, especially the story-based Pokemon, like Deerling and everybody. Everybody. Randomizes them to another Pokemon. Amongst the IDs that don't kill your computer, that is. Imagine a randomizer that randomized every single Pokemon you see in the game. Specifically the NPC Pokemon. Can you imagine how that would be? Ta-da! Here's my butt on your face! Yeah, exactly. I think I've had my fun, though. It's getting a bit late. So I think I will... Wait. I am satisfied. We are done. We are done with this. And it has been a lot of fun. Going through this game with you guys over the course of several months now. I really don't know what I'm replacing my Sunday streams with. This has been such a staple for Sunday that... Well, I just have no idea. Now, we're not quite done. I do have 2 more things to show you guys before I completely quit. We'll probably end up stopping at about midnight. So, stick around for that. But yes, this is the conclusion for Super Mystery Dungeon to the game. And I hope you guys had fun this whole time. Some of you guys joined later. Some of you guys weren't even around back when I first started streaming this game. Been a while. I'm gonna miss it a bit. Maybe I'll see about messing with the mods at some point, because there is the mod editor there. Part of the mod pack allows you to edit the mod. It's quite a task, though, and I'm not really great with coding and programming. I'm not sure how much I could do with it, but I might look at it. I might also keep up to date on the hacking community that exists, which seems to still be active, and see if they come up with any other interesting tools. Actually, one thing to note, this mod that I installed, the FreeCam thing, that can actually be used with Gates to Infinity as well. So, yeah. Just a thought. In any case, yeah, no problem. Like I said, we're not quitting quite yet. I'm going to quit the game in a second here, but I got 2 more things to show you guys before the stream ends. So, stick around for that, and we'll do that. We'll do that now, actually. Normally I would conclude here with the music stopping, but no, we have 2 more things to do first. Still, I wanted to have this game have itself, send it off with some music ending. Goodbye, Super Mystery Dungeon. There's actually 2 more bonuses, so one of them is really brief. The other one, however, I did put a lot of work into, so I do want to show it to you guys. Let's see. You know what I'm going to do? Oh, it's quite okay if you guys are going to bed, I understand. But if for those of you that are still sticking around, there is some more stuff. And if you do miss it because you have to go to bed, keep in mind, this will be added to the broadcast, part of the YouTube broadcast. This bonus stuff is all going to be part of the YouTube broadcast. So if you miss it, you can always watch it later on YouTube as well. Now, one thing I need to do is there we are. Okay. So, let's see. Where's the song I need? I'm pulling up a soundtrack list for what I'm doing next here. Now, what I need is this. I just need Lively Town's music. And you may be wondering why? Reverse Order series? I might consider it, but I am going to play Gates at some point. This is very much ensured. Now, I need to pull up something special. I can remember where I saved it. There it is. Found it. So, I may have mentioned at one point that I was translating. I'll turn the music down a bit. There we go. So I was translating a special comic. The special comic was never translated. Well, not properly. There was a few rough translations floating around, but they weren't very good. One of them was really completely relied on Google Translate, which wasn't reliable. Is that a good volume? Can you hear that all right? Let me know if that volume's all right. I just wanted to be background volume. I don't want to be super loud about it. So, check this out. Well, drum roll. One moment. I have to switch to read mode. There we go. Read mode's active. Okay. Oh, Red Shoe, hello. And turn off the bordering there. There we go. So, to close out, I've spent all my Saturday, well, a good portion of it anyways, working with my Japanese-American friend Alex in translating this comic. We hopefully have the most accurate translation. I do apologize that the text is a bit rudimentary. I didn't do a lot of fancy stuff with the text, but I didn't have a whole lot of time. So, I did the best I could with the text. It's all good. We can read this. Let us read Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. Let's Go! Novice Expedition Team by Katsui Teikata. Now, this was only in Korokoro issue, I don't remember what number, it's a really high one because they have literally thousands of comics. October 2015, 2016, I can't remember which year. It was released before the game was released as a promotional comic. So this is Going Forth, Mystery Dungeon, Korokoro Pass. Big announcement. There's a big announcement at the end of the comic because there was a promotional tie-in with Korokoro. Korokoro Pass. Now, Korokoro Pass was actually a dungeon that we never went to in the game, I want to point out. And the reason we never went to it is because we didn't have the right version. Certain dungeons can be unlocked via codes. Korokoro Pass is one that can be unlocked via codes, but only for the Japanese version. Now, the code, you actually get it in this magazine, in this particular magazine. Number 91, no. If it was, it would crash everybody who read it, and they die. But anyways, let us begin this comic. We're going on a big adventure. Can you believe? Super Adventure. Super Adventure is this text over here. Can you believe? Somewhere in the unknown exists a world inhabited only by Pokemon. Hop, hop, hop. Yay! Riolu, hurry up, hurry up! Quickly, quickly! Oh, wait up, Froakie. Don't be so hyper. I can't help that. Heh. Anyways, today's a big day. Because today is the first day working as a member of the Expedition Society. Pokemon Expedition Society HQ. Hey! Riolu, Froakie, I've been waiting for you. Stylishly. This Pokemon is named Aphros, the leader of the Expedition Society. Boom. What have we been called here for? I bet it's a dungeon exploration. That is correct, Froakie. Our mission is exploring places we've never been to and discovering the world. And now, a new dungeon has been discovered. This dungeon is named Korokoro Pass. I would like you two to explore this dungeon. Korokoro Pass. All right, let's go! Let's go! However, please be careful. In the deepest part of the dungeon, there are reports of a powerful Pokemon. Arkin is assigned to assist you for this expedition. Yo! Nice to meet ya. All right, a mission to the Korokoro Pass dungeon. Let's go! Let's go! That Froakie sure is into this. It's Froakie's dream to join the Expedition Society and make a complete map. He's still a kid and a novice, but that's his #1 ambition. Is that so? Nod nod. Hop hop. I've been so excited I didn't sleep much. Suddenly so sleepy. Froakie. Well, so much for that. Now his #1 ambition is dreaming. This is Korokoro Pass. Let me switch the music. One moment. I don't have a Korokoro Pass dungeon song, but we can play this one? Sure, why not? The Pokemon side may suddenly start attacking. If we're attacked, there's no choice but to fight. Be careful. Nod. Alright, I'll go first! Click. I was gonna say the dungeon has hidden traps, but... Too late. We should proceed cautiously. Okay. Found it! The stairs! We can head down! I found a slumber wand. This is going great for us! Twitch. Push! What's wrong, Riolu? Stomp! It's a mighty hyena. Watch out, here it comes. Drah! Leap. It's here. Thub, thub, thub. All right, I'm going. Bubble. Blub, blub, blub. Whoosh. All right. Thrash, shake. It didn't work. Clear. Boom. Riolu. Crash. Ugh. Counter. Wham. You're amazing, Riolu. High five. Sigh. Right, let's get a move on. We move deeper and deeper. Ah, I'm starving. Now that you mention it, Growl. Let's take a small break. Here. Wow, an apple! Much. The taste of an apple in a dungeon is exceptional. Thanks! Are you not eating, Arkin? I'm fine. Take your time. What are you doing? Organizing my bag. Good. There's plenty. We need to prepare for future battles. Rustle. I'll do it for you this time. But always remember to sort your items before moving on. This is something all members of the Expedition Society should know. Right! You're so cool, Arkin! Shine. I can't wait to become a great Expedition Society member! Much, scarf. And then I'll make a map of the whole world! Sounds fun! How about you, Riolu? Huh? Even being best friends with Froakie, you don't have the exact same dream, right? So what's your dream? That's hard to believe, but... I was a human. Huh? One day I woke up and found I'd become a Pokémon. As a result, I don't have parents or a home. It was difficult for most of them to believe this, but Froakie immediately believed what I said. That must have been rough. You believe me, Arkin? I don't think you joke around in a place like this. I believe you. So, Riolu, will you help your friend Froakie to achieve his dream? I'm rooting for you to achieve your dreams, Froakie. I'm not sure I'd call mine a dream, but since I suddenly became a Pokémon, I feel that something strange is happening in this world. Which is why I want to venture around the world with Froakie and find out what's happening. I see. Well then, let's take the first step towards the both goals. To start, let's explore Coral Pass. Yeah! Sogtide. I have to quickly find the... Not that one. Sure? Yeah, that works. So this is the deepest section of Coral Pass. Hop. Watch out for traps. Speaking of which, Chief Ampharos. In the deepest part of the dungeon is a powerful Pokémon. That's what he said. Dun. I have a feeling he's probably here. Ah! Thomp! We know what we need. Where is it? I know what I need. I just need to find it. There it is. Boom. Intruders will not pass! Garchomp! Bloom. Hyper Beam! Endure! That was close! I somehow managed to endure the attack. You're persistent! Dragon Claw! Oh no! Riolu, look out! Froakie! Smoke screen! Bush! Not bad! Ready. Garchomp, huh? What a powerful enemy! Gulp. Dash. It comes! Smackdown! Whomp. No! Poof! Twitch, twitch. Smash! It's no use. Rock-type moves aren't effective. What to do? How can we win this? I know. Dash. YOLO. Power up punch. Wham! Bah! Useless! I'm not done yet. Power up punch! Power up punch! Power up punch! Power up punch! Punch, 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 punch. Grah! I get it. That Riolu has thought this through. Huh? Power up punch raises the user's attack. If we could just break through Garchomp's defense. Got it! I'll help break through. Froakie. Waterfall. Flash. Gah! Now, use an alliance. Acrobat. Ice beam. Power up. Punch. Rah! Tech, 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 tech. Womp. Did it. All right. We successfully cleared Korokoro Pass! This is the first mission we've ever completed. I'm glad we made it out in one piece. Phew! And now... whoosh. Whoosh! Huh? Huh? Isn't that... Twitch. Were those two Latios and Latios? Why were they in such a hurry? I feel that something strange is happening in this world, he said. Boom. 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 Shoom. Ha! That was Rayquaza. Rayquaza inhabits the ozone layer, but he's exiting the stratosphere. Is something strange afoot here on this planet? Korokoro Pass was just the first step. From here on out, there will be harder dungeons, and we might face Pokemon even stronger than Garchomp. However, with the help of Froakie and Arcan, Ampharos, and the other Pokemon in the Expedition Society, we'll surely be able to get through anything. Let's go! Novice Expedition Team! The end. As it says at the bottom, I can thank Redditor Wood5578 for the scans of this comic and also the rough translation that I worked off of. I also very much thank Alex the Charmander, for collaborating with me on working on a more refined translation. Well, I wouldn't say this is absolutely refined. Me and him did collaborate very well, I feel, me and Alex. He basically gave me raw translations, and then I gave it... he gave me raw translations, explained the meaning of certain things that didn't make sense in English, and then I came up with translations. I basically came up with the English version based on that. I took liberties where needed to basically form the best English translation that I personally could do. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that comic. And as it says on the side, hurry to the next page. You too can go on an adventure to the Korokoro Pass. And basically the next page after this comic in Korokoro Magazine, because this was just in the middle of Korokoro Magazine. Now, if you guys aren't aware, Korokoro Magazine is a Japanese manga magazine thing. It talks about games, it talks about mangas. It usually includes short mangas in it. So this is one of the short mangas included in this particular issue. And basically the following page gave a promotional code, so you guys, you too, you Japanese people, can go play Korokoro Pass in your copy of Super Mystery Dungeon. But yes, I love this little comic. It may just be a promotional comic. It's not even that long. But I love the animation. I love the kinetic energy. It's basically a short shonen comic, you know, like punch, boom, boom. You know, I love it. Good comic. Wonderful comic. So yeah, that is the special bonus thing I spent a fair bit of effort on. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think I murdered my voice. I voice acted to the greatest ability I had there. I think I actually hurt my voice a little bit. That's okay. That's all right. So, you may think we're done. We're close to done. Well, maybe I just want it to be animated, okay? Seriously, an animated Pokemon Mystery Dungeon show would be great. There were 2 anime episodes when the first Red and Blue Rescue Team were released. There were 2 anime episodes made with it. I wish I could stream that for you guys, but I'd get copyright struck, if I did that. And then when Explorers came out, there was one anime episode, one special anime episode for that. One animation made for that. And then when Gates were released, there was just kind of a commercial that had a little bit of story to it, but it was just really just a commercial. It wasn't very, very long or anything, unfortunately. And as far as Super, it has not had any sort of anime material, sadly. That makes me very sad. But there was this one promotional comic, so I wanted to grab it. I wanted to cap off this game with that, and it feels perfect, to cap off the game with a lovely little manga. Yeah, it's not a super complicated manga, but man, I love that manga. Cute. It was fun to translate. It was fun to read it. I love the character animation, and just as a closing point, I also have that available on. So give me a second. I am going to give you guys the translated manga. Because if you guys want to read it yourself, you guys want to save it, you guys want to do a better translation than me, go right ahead. Basically, I have that saved right on... I have a Google Doc. I'm going to link to it here in just a second. Second here. There we go. Basically, I saved this document as a PDF, and that's what we just read from, if you're wondering how I did that. So the document itself, though, is right here. So just a second. I will share it with you guys in case you want it for yourself. Again, it's really the only properly translated. The only other English translation that exists only exists as a text field. It wasn't added to the comic. It wasn't superimposed or anything like I did. And that translation actually forgot. One, it translates some stuff poorly. And 2, it actually missed a lot of dialogue boxes. Me and Alex actually had to completely translate a lot of this stuff ourselves because, well, we were going to do that anyways because we wanted to make sure to come up with an accurate translation. But also, there you go. There's a sharing link. Anyone can view that, I think, if I recall. And if you want to save the manga yourself, just access that, go to File, save as PDF, or download as PDF. Or you can just, look at it that way. But there is one more thing to do. Mystery Dungeon will work as well in short format. I agree. If it was a complete anime series, Mystery Dungeon would work great. As little nuggets, it doesn't really work so well because you have to rush the dialogue and the story to make sense of things. But yes, okay. There's one more thing I'm going to show you guys. I'm gonna introduce something amazing. I've been holding back mentioning this, but I did something. Part of the reason I was so busy this last week, and part of the reason I didn't sleep much, is one specific thing. And I wanted to debut this at the end of the stream. So, I put probably around 80 hours of work into this. I would say about that. Maybe 60 to 80, somewhere there. Here. Now, a lot of you guys own Tabletop Simulator. Probably. A lot of people own Tabletop Simulator. I made this. I only had it up for a day. It already has 51 unique visitors and 20 subscribers. Wow. Okay, people are liking this. So I'm going to show you guys this. Now I'm going to actually display this for those that watching on YouTube that have no idea what the hell I'm showing off. Let me show you what I'm showing you. I am showing off this. I'm showing off the Steam Community Workshop page. Right here. Check this out. Pokéroll. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon RPG. This table is designed to be, as I'm just going to read off here. This table is designed to host Pokéroll RPG games using the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon PMD module. Pokéroll is clearly intended to be played with tangible components, so I set out to make this board and capture that idea. All resources within, except for Cry's custom MP3 player, have been hosted on my own account, so no additional assets are required. I hope with all the quality of life improvements I've made in creating this board that I've created the optimal way to play this module online. Please have a great time with it. So, I have made this. I again, spent only a week on it, but that week was so crammed. Actually, no, that's not a lie. That's a lie. I've actually spent a week and a half on it. But yes, so I need Aragon to answer his contribution to this. Now, obviously, it's a tabletop simulator thing, so I can very easily show this off. So let's do this. I'm not going to be playing it. It, after all, is an RPG. I need multiple people. Now, I am going to consider streaming this at some point. I may indeed stream this game. We are debating this right now. Now, I think you guys would probably like Pokéroll Mystery Dungeon, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. But anyways, let me show you what I've created here. So, single player. I won't show you every little thing, but I'll just show you a general overlay of what I've done. Because I built all this from scratch. So, load this up. So first off, I want to show you, the custom MP3 player. I didn't make it out, but it's amazing. It's wonderful, things like this, because it lets you play music in a way that doesn't involve using a stupid fucking tablet like you normally would have to do in tabletop scenario, which works, but it's really awkward. This is a lot better of a system. So give me just a second here. I need to pull up some. What do I need to pull up? Right. I need to pull up Kiwi. Because, fun little fact, I actually have some custom music here for PMD stuff. Let me pull up one. Where is it? There it is. Here we are. And I will demonstrate how the MP3 player works. And this is also, consider this to be a short tutorial of the board as well, for anyone interested in getting this. After all, if you have Tabletop Simulator, it's not like you have to buy this or anything. It's just, you just download this from the workshop. Just search Pokéroll and you'll find it. Or Mystery Dungeon. But anyways, so this thing here, this MP3 player, I've actually simplified its usage. Normally you have to get this tablet and put it on it to activate it. But I've created a setup where it just activates automatically upon table load. So basically you just throw an URL in here, and then you can name it whatever you want. You can actually throw multiple URLs. You can just press, space and enter more if you want. Pretty handy. But we're just going to do this. You don't even have to input a name really, but there we go. So if I hit confirm playlist, it'll take a second. There it goes. Actually, there we go. This is not actually Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music, but it's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon inspired music, so enjoy this while I explain the board. So, let me just go over the elements. So first off, we have the Pokéroll core book over here. Your rescue team maps looks nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's actually from Explorers, but yes. Or I don't mean, no, you're the map, yes. I was considering using the Explorers map for the basic background of the board, but I decided to instead use Red and Blue Rescue Team, because the Explorers map is in a brown scale. It's like actually like drawn on a map, sort of like a brown map. So I figured I'd go with this one because it's more colorful. Now I do want to point out, I want to point out that every single image you see here, I hosted myself, which is insane by itself. But I also want to point out that almost every single image here had a resolution of over 5,000 pixels by 5,000 pixels. That's so I can do this, where I zoom in real close, and look at that. Look at how crisp that is. Yeah, it's not perfectly crisp, but this is super crisp. Like, you zoom in the board, look at those pixels. I wanted to make sure all the imagery was crisp as ever, so I made sure to upload everything in very high resolution. Everything, Sky Tower's over here. So, there's a few minor exceptions, but those are things that don't really matter. But yeah, so what we have here is we have the Pokéroll core book, minus the moves, abilities, and Pokédex, simply because that would make the book even bigger than this. And 82 pages is enough. So you can just change states and go to different pages. Pretty cool. Let me put in another song for you guys. What else I got here? I'll do. So you can actually set up a playlist where, basically, if I had played a second song, it would have started playing that. Let's play that song. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, the Pokéroll core book is here. It basically has from, oh, right, my bad. So there's one bad thing about the MP3 player. If you change the state of an item, it stops. You can hear that happening. I can just hit play again, though. It's not biggie. So, you can see here. So basically, the core book holds the introduction. This. It holds it all the way to the Pokédex. The Pokédex, the Pokemon moves, the Pokemon abilities, and this part is separate. It's all in here. And here's the Pokédex books. I divided them into 3. Gens 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7. Because again, they're pretty huge. It's every Pokemon, so you know. Another fun thing. This is a model I took. This is not a model I made. I took it from another board. Credit goes to them. Thank you very much. But this one I did create myself. I actually took this model and I reskinned it. So you see here, you can tell this is the Pokédex because it has a Pokédex, well, display. But you can tell this one is the moves and abilities. These are bags, by the way. I can pull items out of them, basically. Like so. Unfortunately, this also stops the music. The MP3 player isn't perfect. I can't actually design it any better than how it is, because, again, it's not my creation. If you want music to be more consistent, if you're pulling out things out of bags and stuff a lot, you can always just pull up a tablet and play music that way as well. In fact, I'll show you how to do that in case you don't know. Go to Objects, Components, Tools, Tablet. There you go. So for instance, I can here and then just type that. Or apparently I can't. I thought I could. Maybe it's happier with this. There we go. See that song. Don't mind. Good work. Not sure why it isn't. Picky tablet. I don't know. That's fine. Anyways, if the MP3 player gets an update, I will update the MP3. If there's a better version of the MP3 player that comes out later, I'll add it in. Obviously. Oh wait, no, that. There we go, that one. Okay. Anyways, we'll just have that play while I look at these. So, yeah, so the Pokédex books I can actually search here and show you. Gens 1, 2, Gens 3, 4, and Gens 5, 7. In the Moves and Abilities books, we have the abilities and moves. Go figure, right? The Moves one also has a little end here, the challenges ahead in glossary, but they're not very important, especially for the PMD module. Can the tablet view your own stream? I don't know. Maybe it could. I think it can, because it can load videos. All right, over here though. Let me explain. So here we got the reference sheets. Now, if you're playing the game and you're like, man, I can't remember what's weak to what, or I can't remember like what status effects do, or I can't remember what the weather means, what the weather does. Well, don't worry, because you can just pull these suckers out, and you got yourself reference sheets. You can lay them around the playfield wherever you want. Some of them are kind of big, but I mean, here's an effects legend I made that shows you all the effect icons in Pokéroll and what they do. I made this. Tells you everything you need to know. There's also, what else do I have? Whoops. Grabbed the wrong thing. What else got? This, the rank list. Here's letting you know what your rank is and what it does for you. Because each time you rank up in the guild, in Pokéroll, you get new abilities, you get new things, access to things. 2 meals a day, wow! Okay. And I've got the status effects, which all have their own little qualities. There's like tiers of burn and poison, and that's the main things. Oops, that's the wrong thing. I'm gonna pull out everything, it's no big deal. And then we got the weather. I've created a guide for that, letting you know what the weather does. And that's all of it. Now over here, Pokéroll has a bunch of items, moves, Oh, I should have done from for abilities. That's whatever. They have a bunch of items and moves. Not really, actually. That's not really necessarily thinking about it. No, I need to check something now. I'm thinking about something. Where's that abilities book? Right. So I forgot to do one thing with this board, so I might update the board at some point. You can actually... Nice thing is, Tabletop Cinema makes it really easy to update your boards if you like you have a new version of your board. So what I might do for a later version of the board is add Pokemon abilities into cards in case you need that, but I don't feel like that's important. I made special cards for the moves and items because those are things you might be getting more of and swapping in and out. But for abilities, that's just something you get with your character, so I don't really feel like it's necessary to have a card. I might make cards out of it even though. But there's a lot of abilities, so I don't know if I really feel like it. I'll think about it. Burn 3 is very nasty, yes. Anyways, over here though, and the reason I bring that up is here are some special things. These are templates. These are mostly for the DM, but basically, this is a move template. Or I'm sorry, this is a move template, this is a weapons template, and this is all other items template. By edit, a DM can very quickly just go into custom, capture this image link, and but then in your browser you'll get the image. You can then write text on these cards to add your own weapons, moves, and items. So basically, if you want to add an item to the game that isn't in the game, or you want to add in some special thing, there you go. I made template cards. You can download those and just replace the image when you got something custom made. Yeah. And speaking of moves, you may notice all these lovely colored Pokeballs here. Yes, like Nom. Legitimately speaking, Car might add a Vor move, so in our game. So all these Pokeballs, I was very careful color coding these Pokeballs. So we have here bug moves, all bug moves listed in the Pokeroll book. Now, Pokeroll doesn't have all moves, all items, etc. from all the games, but it does have a hardy number, especially for moves. So here's all 28 bug moves that are contained in Pokeroll. Here's all 34 dark moves, 13 dragon moves, 26 electric moves, 16 fairy moves, 41 fighting moves, 27 fire moves, 22 flying moves, 20 ghost, 40 grass, 21 ground, 20 ice. Normal attack moves and normal support moves got split into two because there's just fucking... Look at this. 85 and 84. There's like basically 170 moves, so I just split it up. It seemed more logical if you need to search. You can, of course, you can always search through these too. You can go to search, and every single card has a name, so if you want to get like, I need acid, you type acid, there you go, you got acid, acid armor, acid spray, Gaster acid, so you can always search them because I named every single card. And by the way, these are cards. These are move cards. The idea behind these is that you can take them. Like, say you learned a new move. You take them, you pull them down to your sheet, boop, there you go. Put in your moveset. Not only that, but I've actually created a lot of snap points for the character sheet. So it's not even like you have to worry about finagling. You can just go like this, and it'll still, like, center it. Check that out. So, yeah, that's the one little thing. Now, yeah, so normal attack moves, poison, psychic, rock, steel, water. Battle maneuvers are special, a special thing Pokeroll added. They're basically moves that any Pokemon or even humans can use, because they're just kind of general things you do, like a grapple, or like a strike. So those are in their own little special Pokeball too. Anybody can have those, so technically you can always just take up one of those if you want. You technically always have access to those. But, let's see. Somebody needs to make a mod that puts a tablet with ad block. That would be nice, yes. That would be nice, though. So, yeah, this is... Oh, thank you, by the way. Thank you, Tubby, for saying I'll have to get this. Matt, for saying this is looking pretty wicked. Thank you so much. I put so much work in this. I'm going to keep explaining things, though. I feel like this is me gloating. If I'm boring, I'm sorry. But I need a little time. So... Here's all the items in the game. I just feel like it. I put so many hours. I killed myself working on this. I feel like I should deserve a little bit of gloating. So here, these are all move cards. I'm sorry, these are all item cards. So we got berries, drinks, food, garments, held items, herbal medicine, orbs, seeds, evolution stones, vitamins, and weapons. Now, I didn't put all the Pokeroll items in this because when it comes to the PMD module, the Pokeroll expansion, it says to use your discretion, basically, on which items to include from the main games. Because it wouldn't make sense to have soda pop, because that's a human-made thing. That wouldn't make sense to have in the PMD world necessarily. Or, you know, other human things. So I added in what I thought was reasonable, which of course includes Moo Moo Milk, because of course we gotta have Moo Moo Milk. Absolutely gotta have Moo Moo Milk. Oh, by the way, I should show how items work, actually. So if I pull out an item, here's another thing about the board down here. This, like I said, 60 to 80 hours is how much I put in this. So, I want to explain. So the character sheet is this big thing. I'll explain it in a bit. Don't worry about that. To the left of it is the item bag. Everybody has an item bag. Everybody has an item map. The one on the right, by the way, is an equip map. You may see held item garment. These are things you can equip. As well as, I figured, here's the thing too. You can have more than 4 moves in the game. So if you end up getting a 5th move and you can't put it on your moveset, let's put it here. You got the room for it. I tried to think of everything. So nobody comes to me and goes like, oh, but when I tried to do this, I found I didn't have enough room, or this didn't work. I can go like, don't worry, I got you covered. Check this out, you know, basically. But yeah, here's an item bag. Now here's a cool thing about the PMD module. The size of your item bag depends on your rank. But there's only 2 ranks that determine any sort of size. So basically, when you're at the normal rank, the starting rank, you get a tattered bag that holds 5 items. I have little displays here up above each of the item mats, so you can remember how many items you can hold. Now, when you hit silver rank, you can flip the sucker over, and it'll tell you that you can hold 15 items. So this is a good reminder of how much inventory space you have. You may also notice food and storage. I'll get to that in a second. So, in addition to all these items, which they're fairly self-explanatory, you also got traps here, because you can't have a mystery dungeon game without traps, right? So, traps can be basically randomly spawned as you go through the dungeons in this game, and they can do different things, and you have to deal with them. So this is where the DM can pull out a trap, like, oh boy, you rolled a trap, here we go. And so you pull out a trap card. I've activated my trap card! I had to do that. It was necessary. Oh my goodness. Yes, well, not only do maneuvers not count towards the 4 move limit, but you can actually have as many moves as you want. The move set is simply your active moves at the time, but you can swap them out. So, yeah. So technically, a Pokemon can end up with like 20 moves if they want to in this. That's cool. And thanks to the mats I made, you can organize them too. So, you might like go like, oh, well, this dungeon might have these types of Pokemon. I better switch my moves around. So, this is interesting. So, one huge departure that the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon module does compared to the normal game is that it actually completely throws out Poke, like the currency. Now, you do have currency. You just don't have Poke in this. In this PMD module, you have food. Basically, when you have 1 apple, that is 1 currency. If you have a big apple, that's 10 currency. If you have a piece of meat, that's 100 currency. If you have a delicious rock, you have 500. And if you have a golden apple, you got 1,000. And this is how you buy and sell items. Basically, essentially, a golden apple is worth 1,000 normal apples. A piece of meat is worth 100 normal apples. So you gotta call normal apple, or basic apple, or just apple, to be the currency. 1 coin equals 1 apple, essentially. So these cards, what they are basically, so basically the idea behind this is like maybe you gather food in a dungeon or you earn it as a reward. When you get back to town, you can store up your food. And that's like, you know, that's basically your bank. You can store your food, much like banking it. So, say a player has stored up, you know, if they've stored up 600 food, then you would give them these 2 icons. And you drag it all the way down here. And remember the item bag we were talking about? Well, you just place them on this. These have slots on them, you see. You're just gonna plop it down. There's enough room for every single type, too, so. Let's see, what else to show you guys? Well, this. So, obviously you rank up as you complete stuff in the guild. This is the rank badge. It starts at no rank because I can imagine some people might want to play this game. Now, I've taken a lot of liberties, I should explain. I didn't just go 1 for 1 with the book. I did actually go 1 for the 1 with the book, but where it offered flexibility, I took a more broad approach, and I thought, okay, what if? So, the idea is that you join a ranked guild pretty quickly, but if you were to, say, have a game where you didn't join a guild pretty quickly, you can have this selected on no rank. But once you join a guild, you can have normal rank. And then once you level that up, you can have bronze rank. And so on and so forth. All the way to diamond rank. So that's in the corner there, so you always remember what rank you're at for the team. Let's see here. So here we go. We got weather cards. You know how weather can change in a History Dungeon, right? Well, I will explain those in a second. So status effect cards here. If a player gets afflicted with a burn or something, you can go ahead and grab one of these and just give it to the player until they cure the condition. That way they remember what they are afflicted with, you know? So, yeah. You just put them on one of the mats, wherever, near the sheet. I designed the mat specifically so you wouldn't get confused who owns what items, you know? So it's like, well, it's on your mat, so, you know, it's yours. Let's see, what should I continue with? Well, first off, let's switch up the music. No, that's not, I didn't say let's zoom in, I said, yeah, that song, yeah. Alright. Hopefully that condition is not burned too. Yeah, hopefully not. So, over here, so the way this game is played, I'm just giving general information about the Pokéroll system. It's essentially played by counting up the different stats that you have access to based on how you built your character. And then that is the number of dice you get to roll for your attack. So, there's a good chance you'll roll a lot of dice. You only always roll D6s, though. D6s are the only dice used in Pokéroll, so you might end up rolling a lot of dice, though. So, I made these infinite bags. You can pull out as many dice as you want, and you can even choose between 3 different types of dice, in case you want to be unique, or like, just, you know, you're like, oh, I want some Charmander dice. Why not? It's just for fun. You know, you can choose a different type of dice if you want. Down here I have coins. They're coins. There's nothing actually in the Pokéroll system that requires a coin flip, but there's always situations in D&D games where it's like, you know, there's a minor event or a minor thing happens. You want to flip a coin to see what happens, you know? You can do that. Yeah, again, 3 choices of coins. Let's see. What else I got here? So, alright, let me go over the character sheet. So, I'm actually going to load my own table real fast, because I have a custom table, so I can show you guys more. Oh yeah, let me explain the playfield. So this is the town event playfield. This is basically the field you'd have up if you're in town, or there's an event going on that doesn't involve combat, and you're basically... Yeah, this is basically where you can place your models and stuff. But I'm going to load up my own version of the table that I have saved, ready for our game. So here's mine. Okay, so for instance... So basically the town playfield's there, so you can place models. That's another thing. Every single Pokemon model exists. There's a pack of models. There's like 7 different workshop items, including all the Pokemon models, all the way through up to Sun and Moon, that a guy made. I don't remember his name off the top of my head. But I made a collection pack that I've linked to in this notebook right here, by the way. There's this notebook here. The notebook at the top of your thing gives you all this information. There's a big old README. The Pokemon Models collection, here's a link to it. It's a collection I made with all the models. So if you download that collection, you'll have access to every single Pokemon model, so you can pull it in. If you play Pokéroll, you can pull it in. And there's this one spot on the character sheet here for models. And you can also, of course, just pull them over, and if an event's happening, you can have your Poochyena here, you know, ready to deal with the event. You know, like, oh boy, what's going to go on? Well, here's my Poochyena. He's ready to go. Oh yes, and of course, you may have noticed these on the character sheet. Replace this image with your own Pokemon mugshot. Right-click, custom, top image, place URL. You can place your own mugshots. For instance, here's mine. By the way, I'm going to be playing a Poochyena in our game. So here's my card, basically. Here's my the start of my my character sheet. So yeah, so you can make your own little. You can personalize your sheet like that. In addition, let me put on more music because I don't like talking with no music. It's weird. It makes me uncomfortable. Load this up. There we go. Over here. Okay. Oops. Get a random dungeon song. Which one? Sure. Not that one. Not that one. Sure, why not? So, My DM usually calls high or low and then rolls a d20. Yeah, d20s are not used in this, though, so they'd have to roll a d6, perhaps. Or, you know, that's why I have the coin there. In case you want to roll a d20 over a luck action, you can still instead flip a coin as well. Though, again, I guess I could roll a d6 and just say 1 through 3 is 1 and 4 through 6 is another, too. That always works. But, I was already planning on running a game in the PMD module after my current Pokéroll game is over. This is going to make that much better. Okay, Doctor, Matt, anybody, Tubby, if you guys play a game with this table, if you guys use this table, again, I linked it again. If you guys need the link again, just ask. I linked it earlier, but I can give you guys a link to the workshop again. For my workshop item again, if you need it. If you guys play, let me know. I would love to know how people are using the board and how they think of it, what they think of it. If they've noticed any issues I should like correct or update, let me know, because I would love to know. Oh, some of the exploits of the Spoochina. Well, this Spoochina and of course Aragon here is going to be played at Charmander, because of course he would. But anyways, this is the main place where the game takes place. So there is all this extra mat space. You may notice there's all this extra mat space. This is so you can place random items down, throw down a tablet like I did if you want, throw down reference sheets. But it's also usable in case you want to add some extra spruce to the playmat. But yes, this is the normal playfield. Like I said, this is a town event if events are happening. But if you change state, you reach the dungeon playfield. Now, obviously, a lot of the game takes place in the dungeons, so I'll explain these tokens here. So first off, you may notice this little thing. This is a null weather effect. You can actually play if the weather, say you're running through a dungeon, a Pokemon makes it rain. You take the raining card, you put it right there. Now you know it's raining. When you're done, when the rain stops, you put it away. But up here we have the dungeon tiles. Now this was actually the thing that inspired the table in the first place. The way that mystery dungeons are made in the Pokéroll module, to keep it random, to keep it mysterious, you actually have a bunch of little tiles you're supposed to cut out and then like rearrange. Now that's really hard to do digitally. I can see you do that physically with the Pokéroll stuff, but digitally that's almost impossible. So I thought it made sense to make my own tiles. Now, one thing that's special about the dungeon playfield here is that you'll never have trouble interlocking tiles. Now, you see how these tiles are supposed to work? They actually lock together. The basic rule of thumb is that you can rotate tiles and you're supposed to make paths link together, and that will determine where you can go in the dungeon. So, for instance, if I have this, I can put this here because that connects. And then that doesn't really connect to anything, but it can connect here. It can connect like this. So we have paths going like that, you see. But the cool thing here is all these little green dots that I just turned on. These are snap points. These are the things that let an item end up exactly on a specific part of the board if you put it anywhere near the snap point. Thanks to these snap points, you will never have trouble playing tiles next to each other. They will always place directly next to each other. As you can tell. Now, furthermore, I may have ended up looking it up the moment you showed it was on the workshop. Oh yeah, Zell? Again, if anybody is desperate for the link, I can always provide it again. Just ask. Or somebody else can provide it. Because multiple people are looking at this. So, so up here, this thing. You may wonder what this little Pokeball's for. So, obviously, you explore the dungeon tile by tile, but if, in case, so this here, you use this to keep track of where you are in the dungeon. So, like, if you move to a new space, and then an event happens, and you're having to deal with that, you don't forget where you were. So this little guy, you just place him wherever you are in the dungeon. Now, let's see. So, let's see, what's the next thing I can display? Alright. So, down with the character sheet. Now, held items and garments. So, there's an interesting system. Much like holding a looplet, you can hold an item. There's two types of held items you can hold. One of the types is a terminal held item, like you would see in the Pokemon games, such as the Amulet Coin, or like the Black Google Glasses, or the King's Rock, stuff like that. And once again, I created snap points, so you can just bring it on over and it'll drop down perfectly. Right there. As you can tell, it fits perfectly, too. Well, it's maybe not one for one, but it's practically perfect. Perfect enough, you know? But in addition to held items, you can also fill the held item slot with weapons. Weapons are a new addition. They require logic to use, which comes into play. Basically, you have to be smart enough to use them, like the rock hammer, for instance. And you can use those in place of, not in addition to held items, but in place of held items, you can use a weapon as well. So, and garments are just kind of... There's not very many garments listed in the game. I actually encourage people to make their own garments, because there's only 5 listed in the books. And they are pretty cool. Got a lucky hat. A hat with luck charm. Keklan's cousin, which is misspelled for some reason, was totally wearing it when he survived a 1,000 Tauros Stampede. Reroll a failed roll once per session. So basically, they're little pieces of equipment that have something special about them. Magic jewelry. Learn a move you normally wouldn't. Now it's up to the DM discretion to some degree. Like, these are a bit vaguely worded, but it's really up to the VM discretion. So obviously, yeah, and those fit too. Right on top of that. You can have up to 3 garments, as indicated by these slots. I literally made equip slots for you to remember what you can equip. So, the only thing I should have done differently is rename this to held item / weapon. But, I think it gets the point across. The weapons count as hold items, so really they're still held items, so. Okay, next up. Character sheet. I've already explained the model, I've already explained how you can make your own avatar, I even gave instructions how you basically just replace this Earl with an image. You take any image you want, and there you go. Make a mugshot. Now, one thing, I was very painstaking about this. Look at all these snap points. Look at all these. You see these? These are stat dots. You don't fill out your stats quite like normal. Some stats do have a numerical value, but a lot of stats, you just fill them out by filling in these dots. Now, to that end, I have made these things. These are small, medium, and big counters. The reason there's 3 is because there are big-sized dots, there are medium-sized dots, there are small-sized dots. Though, if you find it tedious to use 3 types of counters, you can also just use the small counters for everything. They work just fine, too. Obviously, they won't fit to it, so if you want it to be really nice feng shui, you can use other counters. But, yeah. You can either use the smallest, or whatever the biggest stat 1 space allows. And you can fit these in, and fill out your sheet. Now, you may notice that I didn't really do anything with the HP, will, IM status, initiative, accuracy, damage, evasion, defense, special defense, level, experience, size, weight, type, weaknesses, resistances, name, number, nature, ability. I actually can't do anything with that. Tabletop Standard doesn't really have the best text tool options, and there's no way to overlay a text field onto an object. It's really wonky. There is this text thing here, but the way it works is like, it creates this gigantic box here, and it just wouldn't work. You also can't move it. So, instead what I decided to do, up here are little note cards. Yeah, they may not be the fanciest things, they're pretty rudimentary, but they provide you with the ability of writing all that information. You can just right-click them, and just start typing like, hey, I'm a Puccina, or a Puccine. Here, my name is Charam, my nature is fat, I guess, my ability is more fat, my size is gluttonous, my weight is tremendous, my type is fat, etc. And it'll enter in the information, and you can just go ahead and, yeah. more fat than thick fat, in fact. Thick fat, but more fat. But yeah, so you can fill in that information. The books explain how you fill all that out. You just need to enter the Elfbad's information in. So, that's pretty much a complete explanation of the board. As far as how to play the game, you'll have to read the books. Spoiler, I don't actually fully know how to play the game yet. I was mostly just working with the mechanics. But as far as actually like knowing the depths of the mechanics, I haven't actually learned them that well. Which also means that when I learn the game more, I might have other things to add to the board, so. Yeah, I am kind of debating changing held item to held item / weapon, but it's not really that necessary. Because when somebody acquires a weapon, they just need to look it up in the book and it'll say, this is basically a held item, and it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. So yeah. That's all she wrote, really. So that was the 3 bonus things I had to show you guys. One was the surprise of, oh look, I can mod Super Mystery Dungeon. Isn't that cool? The second thing was the awesome translated comic. And the third thing was this board I painstakingly worked on. So I really hope you guys enjoy this board. I'm going to enjoy this board. I might share this board with you guys all when I play the game, when I play the PMD game we're going to do. Depends. I'm going to talk to people about it, figure it out. But yeah. And also, if you don't want to read the PDFs through these books on the table, if you want to read them through a better means, there's actually a link in the notebook linking to the resources of the book rolled books themselves, which are right here, by the way. I'll just link them here as well. But there's a direct link on the board mentioning that you can go here and get the PDFs. So if you'd rather read a PDF version, they're right there. Or if you'd rather load a PDF version into a tablet on the board, you can do that too. But, yes. That is, that's all my little surprises tonight. Whew. Honestly, this is about right time to end the stream, because I started about 2 hours late, and now it's about 2 hours later than I normally stop. So perfect. That was a 6-hour stream, basically. Broken up a little bit by that computer crash, but hey, it happens sometimes, right? Oh. Flip a coin, mouths or butts. I want a mouth butt coin. That's great. Oh my goodness. So, once more, I'll just link it again. The workshop, that is. Pokeroll, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon RPG. Wow, 24 subscribers now. Yeah, you guys added to that. Thank you very much for subscribing. The more people that subscribe, the more people will be encouraged to subscribe. I put so much work, not only into making the board perfect, but also making the workshop page perfect. I put a lot of work into getting screenshots for it and stuff to make sure that people had a good look at what's available. And, you know, so they knew that it wasn't just some piece of shit project that is really terrible, you know. So I hope that I do hope people play it. I would love to know opinions. And again, if there's problems, if you run into any problems and you want to tell me, you can tell me in the Discord. You can also tell me on the workshop page. I will read comments. I will make changes. I will make patches to the board if I'm told about an issue. So I do believe it's completely 100% playable, though. If it does have some glitches here and there, then nothing bad. I definitely combed over things several times just to make sure that things were running great. But yes, I guess in conclusion, Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon has really gotten me motivated. Playing this game for all the months it has, I played it. It's been great. It really has. It's been great sharing this with you guys and having this experience with you guys. Some of you guys joined later in. You know, I recruited more of you guys to watching Super as time went on. That was even better. Like, it was kind of like we got a bigger party going, you know? But yeah, Super's done now. I might pop back to it on my own time, make a local recording, and go through those Meowth dungeons, but they're completely optional, and plus I'd have to cheat them because I'm not going to try it legit anymore. Not those dungeons. So I might cheat them, record it, go through them, see what the rewards are, just for out of curiosity's sake. But that would be the end of it. That would be the end at that point. I wish I could have been here for each episode. I know, Red Shoe, your schedule is not the friendliest for that sort of thing, but I don't blame you. It's not like you have much control over this, your work schedule. But yeah, and then I translated that comic with Alex, and that was fun doing all that. And then built that board, and yeah, that board's probably a perpetual project. I'll probably end up going back to it here and there to like make fixes. So, but also that's literally the first time I've ever submitted anything to the workshop. I think I may have submitted a slightly modified model at one point, something minor. But this is the first like proper submission to any workshop I've done. So anyhow, I think I will conclude it here, guys. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys had fun, and not sure what I'll replace Sundays with yet. I'm gonna have to think about it. But I need a break. I've been overworking myself. I'm going to relax for the rest of the night. I'm going to relax. So I will see you guys on Tuesday with whatever I do on Tuesday. Probably something decent. We'll see. You guys have a great night, and thank you again.